Braylon Knox was born in a quiet, unremarkable town where faith was not just a belief system, it was the structure of daily life. Churches outnumbered grocery stores, and sermons carried more weight than school lessons. His parents were deeply devoted, raising him in a strict religious household that left little room for questioning. From a young age, Braylon showed signs of intensity. He wasn't rebellious in the traditional sense. He followed rules, memorized scripture, and spoke with conviction. But there was always something unsettling in the way he interpreted things. Where others found comfort in faith, Braylon found contradiction. Where others saw community, he saw control. By his late teens, he began distancing himself from organized religion, not quietly, but with growing hostility. He read widely, philosophy, history, theology. But instead of forming a balanced perspective, he became fixated on one idea: that institutions of belief were inherently manipulative and deserved to be dismantled. It was during this period that Chapel Ray was born. The name started as an alias he used online, a persona through which he could speak more freely and more aggressively. Chapel was his symbol for organized religion. Ray represented illumination, his belief that he was exposing truth. Under this identity, he began publishing writings and videos that attracted a small but growing audience. His rhetoric was persuasive, often poetic, and dangerously absolute. Chapel Ray didn't just criticize religion, he framed it as a system that must be eradicated. At first, his followers were mostly curious onlookers, drawn to his intensity. But over time, a core group formed, people who felt disillusioned, angry, or searching for meaning. Braylon, now fully immersed in his Chapel Ray identity, began to see himself not just as a critic, but as a catalyst. He never explicitly told anyone to commit crimes. Instead, he spoke in metaphors, in charged language about cleansing, breaking chains, and reducing false idols to ash. To him, it was symbolic. To some of his followers, it became literal. The first fire was small, an abandoned chapel on the edge of a neighboring town. Then another, and another. Investigators initially saw them as isolated acts of vandalism, but patterns emerged, and so did connections to online communities where Chapel Ray's content was being shared and discussed. Authorities eventually traced several perpetrators back to Braylon's influence. Messages, forum posts, and private chats revealed that his words had been interpreted as a call to action. While he never physically set a fire himself, his role in inspiring others became undeniable. His arrest was quiet, but heavily scrutinized. In court, Braylon Knox appeared calm, almost detached. He argued that he had only exercised free expression, that he could not control how others interpreted his words. Prosecutors disagreed, presenting a narrative of calculated influence, of a man who understood exactly what he was doing. The trial drew widespread attention, raising questions about responsibility, influence, and the line between speech and incitement. In the end, Braylon Knox was convicted for his role in influencing and encouraging acts of arson. The sentence was severe, reflecting not just the physical damage caused, but the broader impact of his ideology. Today, the name Chapel Ray lingers in fragments. Archived posts, deleted videos, whispered references in obscure corners of the internet. To some, he is a cautionary tale about extremism and the power of words. To others, a misunderstood figure who went too far in pursuit of what he believed was truth. As for Braylon Knox, he remains a man defined by contradiction, someone who sought to dismantle belief systems only to create one of his own, and followers who were willing to burn for it.